My name is Oga Omoyemi Abdulaziz, an indigenous of Awori in Lagos State. I work at Lagos State University of Education, College of Science Education, Natural Science Department. Okay, there has been a lot of discussion has been said, and well, about the history of Lagos. We all can't say there are no truths in some history, and we cannot even take away distortion. But let's come from the angle like Lagos itself. What do we understand about Lagos historically? From both works I have tried to study as an indigenous, I think the best shot that gave us an insight about the history of Lagos could be gotten from the eyewitness accounts. There was an eyewitness account in, I think, in 1603, which was done by Andrew Ichemia. You know, when you talk about eyewitness account, something you witness, so you cannot compare it with something maybe someone is relaying it, but someone witnessed it. And when you look at it, it talks about the Benin. It talks about the Benin, Lagos. That's that part called Lagos. That's Lagos Island. And from his account, he said there were 4 camps in Lagos. These 4 camps were run by the Benin, and they pay tribute, like they are subject to the Oba of Benin. As at that time, I think that was the reign of Oba Urugua. So, but the issue is this: people will say, "Oh, there are some people before the Benin." Who are these people? I kept on asking. They will say they are Awori people. Yes, I am from the Awori extraction, and I will ask, "Who are these Awori?" They will tell you, all of you go for minere, all of you this. But the issue is this: we're having with these people identity crisis. For example, we have heard about Olofin Ogunfunminire. We have heard about Olofin Atekoye. The issue is people cannot distinguish between Olofin Ogunfunminire and Olofin Atekoye. Okay, is it Olofin Ogunfunminire that came to Lagos? Is it the one that stepped at Ido? No. The one that stepped that came to Lagos, that's Ido, is named Olofin Atekoye. Olofin Atekoye. Olofin Ogunfunminire, he stopped at Isheri, that's Beggars in Ogun State. The one that came to Ido is the one known as Olofin Atekoye. That's his appellation, Atekoye. And there's a meaning, there's a reason for that appellation, Atekoye. So I'll try to explain this so that we will not have this identity crisis. It was clearly stated that when Olofin came to Lagos, he met some people in Lagos. That's Ido. He met the likes of Olupon of Idumokpon, whose wife was named Aino. They are the one they call Aino Elewure. So when he came, he met people there. And, you know, we're told that he has this dominating stature. And also, he has the knowledge of Orunmila, this Ifa stuff. And from what I have read, he's an albino. And when he came, you know, he wanted to take over some part of Ido. And the wife of the Olupon needed to call the attention of the Oba of Benin. Let's now look at it. Why did she call the attention of the Oba of Benin? It shows that Oba of Benin had put these people there. It's just like you put someone on a land, and someone came and wanted to take the land. And we need to call that authority. Someone is here, want to take over this land. And the Oba of Benin sent his troop. And with what we had, first time they could not capture him, and with the alliance with his wife, that's I remember it. So his wife, in alliance with the Benin troop, captured Olofin and took him to Benin. So when they got to Benin, he was put in the prison, and it is expected that, oh, probably after a while he would die there. But don't forget, I said, according to history, according to the document I have read, he has this Orunmila knowledge. So he was able to survive. And they asked the people to bring him out from the prison. And when they brought him to the Oba of Benin, he was asked to bow and pay homage to the Oba of Benin. And he bowed. That was how he got that appellation, Atekoye, the one that bowed to greet the Oba of Benin. And he told Tekiyon. So he was brought back to Lagos. I heard the name of the wife is Ajayi. When he got back to Lagos, he bearded Ajayi. And that is the Olofin that came, not the Ogunfunmire that came, which people will say is the father of the Awori people. No, that is wrong. It is a wrong narrative. So what I'm trying to say is just to let people see that this Olofin Atekoye is quite different. And people who ascribe that, oh, he has 16 children, he has 8 children, which became the Dejo. There is no substantial evidence to show this. From what I have read, even from the Lagos and its environ textbook, people use here to teach in the institution, they will clearly state to you that there is a part there. Not all these people are from Olofin Atekoye. So there is no substantial evidence to show that he had 8 children, he has 16 children. Even there is what was it called? A substantial claim that he does not have any child. That's Olofin Atekoye. You see that they cannot say everybody is they have the same father. Oluwa is there. Oluwa is not related to Onikoyi. So we have Onishiwo, we have Onikoyi, and when you hear Ikoyi, you are talking about the Oyo part. It shows that they migrated from there. So this Idaho, these people being acclaimed to Atekoye doesn't look real. Doesn't look real. That is that part. So it shows that the Oba of Benin had put people on that land before he came. So that shows that we have the Benin people there. And there is another document that shows that, oh, the people we refer to, the Benin people were the one they call the Ahoni, Aoni, the Ahoni people. That is the Benin people. So when you now look around, you now look at Lagos history from that part, the Oba of Lagos has come out several times to tell people that they are from Benin people. They are from Benin. They are Benin people. You look at the account of Baba Olushi. He has said it severally. Ibini ni wa o, Ibini lati wa. And when you look at the relics around, you will talk about Idumagbo, Idumota. Idum is a Benin word that signifies that all the relics around us part are Benin relics. Go to the palace of Eleko, you're going to see the Eben is flashword, similar to the one the Oba of Benin used. They use it too. They got it from Benin. Even there were time Oba of Benin stayed in Ido for years before he was told that he has to come back to Benin. He stayed there for like 3 or 4 years. So the accounts, all these accounts, when you put them together, you can see a strong factor of Benin being on that land. Now, people will now say, who are the Awori people? The Olofin Ogunfunmire. This is where the contradiction is coming. They will tell you the Awori people are descendants of Olofin. It is wrong. Are we saying the Ota people are also descendants of Olofin Ogunfunmire? Are we saying the Ado people are also a descendant of Olofin Ogunfunmire? Are we saying the Oto people here, where we are today, are they descendants of Olofin Ogunfunmire? Ojo is an Awori town. Iba, Ilobo, Isashi, Irewe, all these places, are they descendants? Did they descended from Olofin Ogunfunmire? The answer is no. But it seems people don't understand their history any longer. That is why we have tried to come from a micro part, like each town. Let's look at their history. For example, you go to Iba. What is the history of Iba? You see the history of Iba does not even align with the history of Olofin Ogunfunmire. So in essence, what I'm trying to clear here is that the history of Lagos, there has been distortion. But when you look at You know, you have evidences, you see from it, you are going to see the one that is concrete and the one you see away. So the Lagos you are seeing, that Lagos Island is clearly owned by the Benin's, and they also have a lot of towns they founded. When you look at the role played by the Eco Kingdom, that is, when you talk about civilization, you can link civilization to the Benin Kingdom. We have you can link it also to the Oyo Empire, the Oyo Kingdom there. But when you now look at Lagos, the riches in Lagos, the wealth of Lagos had influence across all this kingdom. Everybody, you want to be like the Eco Kingdom, you want to be like Lagos because of that wealth. So when you talk about the influence, at least you can say the wealth of Lagos had influence over all this kingdom. And also, you come from the traditional parts. Look at the Eko, the Eyo festival is another civilization. And what does it bring to these people? You have your festival, you want to celebrate it. People from other kingdom want to, watch it. They want to see it. Some people even want to replicate it. That's another civilization, and people were like, oh, we practice masquerade, we need to tidy our masquerade performance the way the Eco Kingdom usually do their Eyo festival. Also, you come from the aspect of the metropolitan. Since the time of old, that Lagos has been a metropolitan place that all kingdoms to look up to. Is it the influence of the Oba of Lagos? You talk about the then Eleko. Is it the Kosoko? Is it the Akitoye? Is it the Ologun Kutere? Is it the Akisemoyi? Is it the Adokeme? And among all this, so the influence is clear. The Eko Kingdom. You look at the hierarchy. You look at the appellation. So people also look up to this. And but the issue with me is the Yoruba Kingdom. Yoruba Kingdom. Yes, people of today, as at then, they have this common linkage. Oh, what's how you do your own? We can come around and look at it and replicate it in our own kingdom. It is necessary. It is not necessary that it be your festival, but we can do our, let's say, our masquerade, or we can do our galede in that form. So it is an influence. It is a kind of civilization. It is a kind of an uplift to other kingdom. So that's what I can say about the civilization brought by the Eco Kingdom. Lagos is a no man's land. That is a bad doctrine. I don't like people who say that. Lagos belong to some people. Lagos belong to some people. Okay. When you say Lagos, people confuse this. Lagos is a town inside Lagos State. We still have other towns around in the state. Come to Badagry, Aziz of Lagos State, you see a lot of towns. We have the owners. When you check this intelligence report, I will quote two intelligence reports here. The first one was done in 1935 by Woma, the then district officer of the Badagry colony. And the second one was done in 1939 by RJN Cowen. When you look at it details, let me take it from this angle. The Awori people of Badagry, he distinguished these states into three. We have the central group, we have the Lagoon group, and we also have the eastern group. And when you look at it, it talks about Toto, it talks about Iba, it talks about Ojo, it talks about Irewe, Igbanko, also all these towns. He made mention of it. And when you look at it, he made mention of the founders and their origin. Are we now saying these people are no more existing? And someone will just come and say Lagos is a no man's land. Lagos is never a no man's land. It is a land owned by some people, by the indigenous people. And who are these indigenous people? The people that founded a particular place, the first settler, people that got to a place And we can say they remained there. There was no succession. They were not driven out. No war. You cannot say they were driven out by war. No. So when you look at it, just like you now say Lagos Island is a no man's land. Don't we have a king there? We have a king. They are the one that owns that place. Come to other places, go to Ekpe, you see that we have owners there. So whichever way, if they are coming with this Lagos is a no man's land, I do tell them Lagos, this state is being owned by some people. Though people had tried, had distort the history so much, whereby the owners have been relegated. Yes, but notwithstanding, we have evidences. Come to author, you're going to see, I think, the main mention of the founders, which I am one of the descendants. You talk about Arege Ope, Iworu Oloja. Like they said, they are from Benin. They came from Benin and they brought what we call a flashword. That's the Eben, the Abere. It's still here to date. They should allow the owners maintain their ownership, because you cannot go to the north and say north is a no man's land or Sokoto is a no man's land. You can't go to Anambra and do that. You can't go to Ekiti and even do that. Even if you are speaking the Yoruba, the general or your Yoruba will speak. If Lagos is a no man's land, we have a lot of people. Like me, I speak Awori. That is my own language. My own language is not Oyo. My language is Awori. So why do we have people that speak that? Do an Igbo man speak that? An Hausa man speak that? If you want to speak, come here and learn. So saying that is an erroneous claim. To me, Lagos is some people's land and the owners are still here. Traditional ruler being given constitutional power to engage in decision making. That is not a bad idea, sincerely. It is a kind of monarchical system which at least will make decision to be robust. But the issue here is that our traditional rulers, how do we select them these days? Especially in Lagos, there's an issue on that. There's an issue on that. You cannot empower some traditional rulers. Why I'm saying this, some people have usurped throne. The various throne you are saying, they have usurped it. So when you now give them more constitutional power, then they will keep on oppressing a lot of people. But once there is this, it's a nice idea. Give them this constitutional power to get involved in decision making. But we need to first of all get the selection process right. What I'm saying in essence is this: the people that will be on our throne must be people from the ruling houses, the owners of the Obashi, those ones that have what we call blue blood. We need to follow the selection procedures. When we have this, then if you are from a ruling house, truly, and they are now arrogating more power to you to take decision, I am very sure you're going to take decision that will affect the people positively. So it is a very good question, and I support governments ensuring that they give them more constitutional power, especially in Lagos, to get involved in the decision making. I think Lagos will move better because development starts from each community. When you get it right from each community, the development will be robust and everybody will feel it, and it will comprehend the effort of Lagos State government. Cultural heritage in Lagos State, because I will not limit it to Lagos and other towns that conglomerate to what we call Lagos State today. A lot of cultural values are eroding. For example, I said I am from the Awori part. We look at it from the language. How many people now speak Awori? How many of our people speak Awori? Just some weeks ago, I was on TikTok. I was there to teach them Awori. Even if you call someone and say, what is Iku? An Awori person does not know what Iku is. An Awori person does not know what Ikodi are. Come Iku, Komoku. Iku means Ese. That's your leg, the leg. Ikodi means Yara. That's room. But these things are washing away. I was on TikTok to try to gather all these things. It is so hard. Even the old people, they have forgotten a lot of things. You can see how civilization is taking this thing away. More especially our people here, you come to, they will tell you that when you speak Awori, they think you are a local person. When you speak your own language, the Yoruba we speak today is Oyo Yoruba. Our language is Awori. Èdè wa nìyẹn. Tiwa is quite different to the Yoruba we speak. But you see, this modernization, this civilization, I want to, this Gen Z, even before the Gen Z generation, I can say this thing is for the past 20 or 40 years, they have started this, not speaking of this Awori language. What about the mode of dressing? Look at it today. Nobody wants to dress in a cultural way any longer. Because when they see you, they think you are a local person. Everyone. Another part is all this festival we do. On my own side, the one we now do now is masquerade, and it is not only masquerade we have. What about the gelede? What happened to the gelede? Because I think the problem we have with this gelede is, you know, they need to do a sculpture. They need to carve some things, all this wood, to construct the gelede head. How many people can do this any longer? If they ask me to come and learn it, I can just tell them, I can't learn this thing, it's too local. So we don't even have people that make that sculpture any longer. Yeah. And before they do go and learn it. And we have this gelede display as a kid. We run after it, you know, the dancing step. But today we don't have it any longer. Majority of our kings now cannot even speak. And they will say, I am an Awori. Another one we call something Agasha dance. This Agasha dance is looks like the Biripo dance with the Okitipupa people, and is a reflection of their connecting to their Benin origin. We hardly do it here again. People don't even try to do it. The last time I saw Agasha people, they came from Iworo, and if you even ask them, do they know the historical foundation of that Agasha? They don't know. If they want to even tell you, they will tell you fake history. There's another dance here, we call it Ajogbo. That one might come up maybe once in a year. Unlike before that, they will stage it like 3-4 times in a year. You see them teaching the younger ones how to dance it, the songs. All these things are hot. So presently, we are losing a lot of things. All our cultural values, all our cultural displays, the cultural dressing, they are going off. We are living it for the Western world. We are living all these things for Western culture. And the Westerners, they never leave their culture. Look at the way they crown the king of England. They perform all the cultural and traditional rites. But yeah, I don't know. Civilization is taking everything from us. The indigenous people are being sidelined in Lagos State, governing of Lagos. That is a big question, but we felt we should be included more. Not that we are not there, but we should be included more. At least, to the glory of God, we don't have a non-indigenous representing us again. Sincerely, a non-indigenous has represented us here in the Lagos State House of Assembly. It is a slap on the indigenous people. And I think that will not happen again. We have commissioner here now. We have here in Oto, we have in Iba. So I give kudos to the governor of Lagos for listening. We agitated, include us more. But they can still include us more and more and more. Lagos, I noticed something. A Lagosian hardly go to another people's state and say you want to take over their place. They will not allow you. But we have these people with interior motive. They will say we're all Yoruba. This factor, they use it to just get their way. And what is so painful is that you see a lot of people, they will come to Lagos, be appointed or got elected into political position. After donkeys of years, they will go back to their states. I think that should stop. I commend the government. They are, at least for this dispensation, we have, to me, at least we have two commissioners in our area, but I believe they can still give us more and more. A lot of challenges are facing the Lagosians in preserving their cultural heritage. A lot. There is an history already established. Even when the white men came, they documented our history. But you still see people coming up, bringing up another history. History that does not exist. History that does not have correlation. So when you now have conflict of interest, which cultural heritage do you now want to preserve? Our people need to be truthful. History, because before you talk about cultural preservation, history precedes everything. But when you bastardize your history, which culture do you want to preserve? The way we dress, and someone will tell you no, they will tell you this dress was brought from a particular place, and you confirm this. Another person will stand up tomorrow and tell you no, the dressing is from so 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 place. How do you now preserve it? You preserve your culture with your history. If you are not preserving your history, you don't have any culture to preserve. Another one that is giving us challenge is religion. Religion is another issue. People that need to preserve their culture, there are some culture they are not diabolical. Kò ń ṣe oògùn or ẹbọ. No, they are normal thing. Even if you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you can still do it. You can still preserve it. For example, gelede in your household. Gelede does not have anything. It's just a normal display. But you now see, ẹ̀sìn ò jẹ́ kí n lè ṣe o. No. We tend to be more religious than the people that brought this religion. Religion does not mean you shouldn't preserve your culture. Everything. The only thing I will go against, if their culture is the one that will lead to, use of human, all this bloodshed. But our culture does not entail bloodshed. It's just our normal way of life. Someone that is from, let's say, Adimu household, and they went out probably to UK and came back and telling them, don't do Eyo again. No, it is barbaric. Eyo that the whites even want to come and check. So this Western indoctrination is another thing. And I think another one is people in charge, the custodians. They are another challenge on their own. The custodians of these things. Majority of them don't know anything about it any longer. They don't care to research. They should improve. They should not remain stagnant. The world is no more static. It is dynamic. So báyé ṣe ń sún, káwọn náà máa sún. Real language of Lagos, we have the Awori there. We have the Ijebu language. We have the Ogu language. That's the Egu people. So we need to ensure that this language, we preserve it. People should continue speaking it. Lagos, that Lagos you're seeing, Lagos Island, I can bet you 100% is owned by the Benin people. Other people came to meet them. Look at the clips of Mama Erelu Kuti. Listen to her clearly. She will tell you we are Benin people. It is good having historical Lagos here with me today. A body that is working around that are ensuring that Lagos history is not distorted. Lagos history is well captured, well preserved. You can find historical Lagos on all platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They are doing a very good job. It is good hanging out with them today. Once again, my name is Oga Omoyemi Abdulaziz. Thank you for coming.